Joining us now, a man who has studied this problem, Lawrence Norden, Deputy Director of the Brennan Center's Democracy Program. And tell us about what the likelihood is of machine failure and why we see machine failure.
Well, first of all, for the vast majority of people, of course, machines will work. But we have old equipment around the United States. That's just a fact. Any machine, if you use it long enough, you're going to start to have problems. In the United States, in 42 states this November, they will be using machines that are over a decade old. Most of those machines have a lifespan of projected lifespan of somewhere between 10 and 15 years. So that doesn't mean that all the machines are not going to work come Tuesday. But what it does mean is the kinds of problems that we've seen in the past in elections, we may see them a little bit more frequently.
One of the problems we've already seen in early voting is what they're calling vote flipping. You vote for Hillary Clinton and it shows that you voted for Donald Trump. We had some people had that happen to them in North Carolina, in Mecklenburg County. They say they were all able to correct it. But what is this vote flipping is one of the failures of these machines?
It is, and part of that is just it's old technology. I mean, the thing to remember about these machines, we use iPhones now and iPads all the time. These machines all predate that. They're using older technology that just doesn't calibrate as well. But on top of that, as this equipment gets older, sometimes you just have more problems with it.
Two scenarios. You're in your voting booth and it seems like the machine's not working. What do? Or you discover you're in a long line because the machines aren't working. Do you just stay in that line and wait for them to solve the problem?
Well, look, this is such an important election. It really is critical that everybody votes. If you're at the voting machine itself, and you have some kind of problem, you should immediately call a poll worker over and ask for assistance. If it freezes, if it reboots, if you see something like this vote flipping, the poll worker needs to know, and they need to diagnose the problem. And if it freezes or something like that, you should ask for a paper ballot. If it flips, there may be all kinds of causes. If you're in a long line and they tell you the machines are broken, just hang in there? Or?
You
should definitely hang in there, and in both cases, you should call 1-866-OUR-VOTE. 1-866-OUR-VOTE is run by the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights and a bunch of other civil rights and voting rights groups. Lots of experts on the phone there to help. They can call election officials, and they can make sure that people get paper ballots if that's what's necessary.
All right, we'll make sure we get that message out again tomorrow night. Lawrence Norden, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. Important work. A special edition of Hardball with Chris Matthews is next.